Basic concepts of is-Elm analysis. The is-Elm model combines the ideas of classical schools of thought with Keynes, often referred to as synthesis. Classical Keynesian, or neoclassical Keynesian synthesis. The classical theory used is the belief that the market will be able to reach a balance condition. Market equilibrium. General principle. General economic equilibrium will be achieved if the goods services market and the capital money market are simultaneously in balance. I equals S and L equals M. Graphically, this is achieved when the is curve intersects the LM curve is equals LM. Money capital market equilibrium is achieved if the demand for money liquidity preference L has equaled the supply of money supply M. Graphically, this condition is depicted by a curve called the LM curve, where the demand for money supply of money L equals M. Basic assumptions of the is model. The market will always be in a state of equilibrium, where demand is equal to supply. The function of money is as a means of transaction and speculation. MD equals mount plus mispiration. MD, total demand for money. Mount, transaction motive. Mispiration, speculative motive. The next request for money is denoted L. Money supply is denoted M. Is LM curve. The is-Elm curve is a combination of the is and Elm curves, which shows the relationship between interest rates R and income Y, and represents various equilibrium combinations in the goods market and money market. Is-Elm model equations. The equation above reflects two economic policy approaches, namely, fiscal policy through G and T components, monetary policy through the M instrument. Through the is-Elm curve, we can find out the implications of changes in fiscal or monetary policy on the aggregate economy. The is-Elm model is the foundation for studying economic fluctuations in the short term. Is-Elm curve. Point E is the equilibrium in the goods market and money market, namely when actual expenditure is equal to planned expenditure, and demand for real money balances is equal to money supply. Shift in the is-Elm curve. Aggregate economic fluctuations arise when there are changes in economic policy that affect the equilibrium of the is-Elm curve. We will see the impact of changes in fiscal and monetary policy on the is-Elm curve through several simple examples. For now, we assume that only one type of policy changes, fiscal only or monetary only, while P is a constant variable. Decline in government expenditure. Information. A decrease in government spending by AG will reduce the income level from Y1 to Y3, shift the is curve to the left parallel by AG1 MPC, and simultaneously reduce the interest rate from RE. As a result, the equilibrium of the is-Elm curve shifts from E to E. Decrease in the money supply. When the central bank decides to reduce the money supply, this will shift the LM curve parallel to the left. Information. A decrease in the money supply from yield to Y5 results in an increase in the interest rate from R1 to Rs. This will be followed by a shift of the LM curve to the left parallel to LM, while changing the equilibrium of the is-Elm curve from E to N.